Testimony. Let's talk about what we can expect when the defense case begins on January 29th. Joining me now, criminal defense attorney Monica Lindstrom, in-session correspondent and attorney Beth Karas, and in-session law enforcement analyst and contributor Mike Brooks. Right? Because the battle is now beginning once the defense begins.
Yes.
They're going to put on some evidence to justify this killing. What's the burden here? How does it work in Arizona?
Well, you know, a couple things that they're going to have to do is, besides having to explain away all of her stories and her lies, they're going to have to really come up with the evidence to show that there's some kind of self-defense. Now, their burden is not as strong as the state's burden. The state has to prove every element of the case beyond a reasonable doubt. The defense doesn't have to raise it up to that level, but they have to give enough evidence for the jury to decide, hey, look, maybe she did do this in self-defense. And when we look at their questions that have been out there so far, nothing has come up, I think, about the self-defense aspect. There's been no questions from the jury about any emails or text messages or how he had treated Jodi, either behind doors or out in public. So I think that we might see some more questions from the jury about that when the defense starts putting on their case. And besides their experts, they're going to have to use maybe friends of Jodi, people who are, you know, who know her somewhat, and her herself to show this is the kind of person she is. She really is a nice, quiet person, just like the last witness said, and they need to show that since she is a nice, quiet person, she obviously had to do this in self-defense. It's going to be a really tough case for them, though.
So, Mike Brooks, let me ask you, the evidence in the master bathroom and in the hallway